Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great Friday. As you guys can see, I basically am break even. I've only taken one trade, and it was the break even one. I did start the back test yesterday. Yeah, I did start the back test last night, but obviously I didn't finish it yet. So I have learned a little bit so far, but it's definitely going to take me some time to finish it. But the goal is to have it finished this weekend. And I think I actually want to be in that trade. So we'll just put a late entry in. It's cool. Okay, maybe I didn't want to be in that trade. And you know what? Why is my computer like that? I know one thing that I am going to have to do. Good morning, True Seeker. One thing I am going to have to do is this trade where I'm trying to get in for the early trend reversal. I'm definitely going to have to relook at that because it lost almost every time it set up yesterday. It lost just now. It's really weird because, wait, let me go back real quick to yesterday. So it set up 3 times yesterday and it lost all 3 times. And 2 of those times it set up the way I would normally trade it with my other strategy or setups, the way I was trading before. So I just might have to kind of look at that again. I don't know. We'll see. Well, not might have to. I'm definitely going to have to look at it again. I'm thinking that I want the point of control to be in a different spot because every single time the point of control was in the body of the candle. And I think that it needs to actually be in the wick of the candle. I'm going to have to see though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see. But I kind of want for it to end up working out the way I want it to because, like I told you guys yesterday, I think it was, that was previously the way I was trading it. That was like my highest win rate setup. So I don't like the fact that it's not working anymore with the point of control way of trading. So we'll see. I'm not too worried about it, but if I'm getting setups enough the other way, I'll just can that one, which is fine. Do I have Discord? No. I have a Discord account, but not a Discord channel. And I probably never would have one, to be honest with you. That's just one more way of taking away my freedom. It's enough being in the freaking Apex Discord, for real. I did see that they extended the 90% off sale, and I feel like they said until the 30th. I felt like I read end of the month, but then I read the 30th at the same time. So let me see. Let me check. So that's nice. Let's see. It's always in a video. Why can't you put... %, Thursday, May 30th. That's so weird to just not have it go all the way. But you know, whatever. I'm just here. All right. It's nice that they extended it though, considering some of the issues that we've had recently. So it is kind of nice for real, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all a comment that I got last night in the Apex Discord that made me time someone out for a day, which I am not someone who times people out, but that person deserved it. All right, so I'm gonna try this trade again as long as the point of control stays inside of the wick. But if it moves to the body, I'm not gonna take it, just because I feel like I'm seeing a pattern with it when it is in the body of the candle. All right, now it moved to the body. All right, let me finish this real quick. Then I'll tell y'all the comment I got. And all I could tell myself is this is why I don't be in this damn place, because what's wrong with you people? Now see, it worked out that time though. It was in the body of the candle that time. And it worked out. I'm still not going to do any counter trend divergence for now. All right, I knew that one wasn't gonna work out. Was that the exact same one? No, actually it was a little bit different. So what? Okay, so this trade actually was a little bit different. If you could see, the minor level went through the body of these two candles versus over here it went through the body then the wick. I prefer the body to wick combo personally, but all of the combos typically work out. I have a feeling that I'll end up keeping this combo over time and not the other one, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, still no trades. Okay, sorry. Thought I was taking the day off. Trenches, why you thought I was taking the day off? Oh wait, Trenches, don't be like that. You know, you've been throwing a little shade this week. I'm gonna have to get on your head. No, I actually, to be honest with y'all, I had like no sleep 2 nights in a row. So I'm actually very surprised that I am here this morning, because everything in me wanted to stay asleep, but I couldn't fall back asleep. So I was just like, forget it. You like the community that I'm building? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've already thought about the whole, do I ever want a Discord? Do I want this? Do I want that? And I think that people stress me out enough in other people's Discords and Facebook groups and stuff like that. And although I also feel like part of it is how you build your community, that's how it ends up being. Like, everything kind of works off of the head of things, right? Just like I told you guys a couple of days ago that I told the moderators in the Apex Discord, like, yo, some of the toxicity, a lot of the toxicity in this community is because you guys started it. It's that simple. So, and then, you know, I see screenshots from other people's Discords, and I feel like it's because of the way that the person who owns the Discord conducts themselves. Like, it just is what it is, you know? But maybe one day, I don't know. I just don't know. We'll see. Oh my God, y'all, my sister. Hi, sissy. Hi, my sissy. Why are you up so early? Good morning, online safety. How are you? You're just clawing yourself out of drawdown. Be right back. Good luck to you. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, so only have the 2 trades that I've taken so far. We got the 1 loss and the 1 break even. Kind of mad actually that I set out here, because we're using this account to experiment. So, and just knowing how this trade typically works out, I should have just taken it, honestly, but it's all good. It's no biggie. No biggie. No biggie. Let me see. Yeah, I think we'll probably stick to that combination more than any other, to be honest with you. Let's see, wick, body. And it might also, let's see. Oh, that one doesn't count. So I need it to be a clean look. Yeah, I don't know. I won't know until I finish the back test, but so far I do have quite a bit of data, so, and I'm not even close to being finished, so that's a good thing. I did also already notice that I almost screwed myself. At one point, like starting this week, I thought that I didn't want to trade this alternate pullback, which the alternate just means that it started with a lower low for a buy and a higher high for a sell. But quickly after starting the back test last night, I was like, no. We cannot do that. You just got to think about things a little bit differently. So, yeah, I almost screwed myself there. Almost, but not quite. Let's see, body. Up this early listening to that. Trenches, my sister is a little much, okay? Just don't mind her. Because why are you listening to that at 9 o'clock in the morning? Girl. The law says same reason why you up getting this money. Are y'all gonna be there tomorrow? I almost forgot about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. To the picnic. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Good morning, Fihi. Fihi. Not sure which way, but good morning. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Really just looking for pullbacks for the most part, and then the divergence trades that are not counter trend, complete counter trend. That's pretty much all I'm really looking for at the moment. It's probably going to take me finishing the back test to know if I'm ever going to continue or go back to doing the complete counter trend divergence. So far with the data that I have, I ain't really that sure. I'm not going to lie to you. So we'll see over time. But more than likely, probably not. Probably not. No trade here. All right, we pushed down too far anyway, but we were basically at a weak level right after a new session high, so that trade doesn't really work out well most of the time. Yeah, I'm definitely determined to finish this back test this weekend, which I'm pretty sure I'll end up doing. I don't have a whole lot to do this weekend anyway. I'm probably gonna start it. Well, not start it because I already started it last night. I'm like halfway through last week, so I want to finish last week, go back and do this week, and then probably the week of April 22nd, since there's a lot of trades that week, with it being the week before FOMC. And then I'll probably kind of go from there. That's probably what I'll end up doing. All right. All right, so we're back to break even. 425. Let's at least see if we can end today green. That would be nice. But yeah, so so far with the back test that I've done so far, it looks like my best setups are obviously going to be everything but the complete counter trend divergence. But like I said, that kind of, it's right now is just because I have to go through, I'm still going to back test the counter trend divergence because there are a lot of really good divergence trades. It's just a matter of figuring out how to quantify it. But you know, we always hear, good morning, Granny. We always hear that the trend is your friend, right? And so besides the counter trend divergence, every way else that I trade, I'm going with the overall trend bias. So that's why I think that I might end up just getting rid of it, but we'll see. If I can quantify it, cool. If not, just no counter trend. Because the reality is you never really know. I mean, you don't know even if you're going with the trend, if the trend is going to continue, but it kind of just makes sense for me to continue trading all the other ways. So like even with this, right, it looks like we were starting a downtrend, but really my trend bias was an uptrend. So this was just a deeper divergence pullback to continue the trend up. And we pull back to my middle level, which the middle level was about here, right at the open of this candle. And we pushed right on off of it to continue up. So at this point, I basically have 3 different variations of the NinjaTrader solar wind. I told you guys that's what I use. With the solar wind indicator, it's basically a version of a half trend. It just gives you an exact area of when it determines when the trend changes. So when you purchase that particular indicator, it comes with 2 templates already. So when I first purchased it, that's what I used. Because at the time, even in the manual, that was like the settings that they suggested. They suggested that you always use 2 different variations. You use one to tell you the minor trend, one to tell you the major trend. Okay. So the minor trend settings is like a 2 and 4. The major is a 5 and 10. And so months and months ago, I was first starting to use a middle level because I would see, like here, where there are times when price doesn't react at my minor level and it doesn't react at my major level, and it almost always happened like halfway in between. So that's why I was like, well, let's just throw a middle level on there and see what happens. And I did use it for a while, but then I was like, I don't think I like the way that I'm using it, which I didn't at the time. So that's why I ended up kind of coming back to it because I wanted to see, you know, how I would like it. And so far, so good. So we'll kind of see if I keep it, but I'm pretty sure I am going to keep it because it's helpful to just have those additional trades like that. That way I don't really need to do counter trend if the counter trend is not going to end up working out. And when it pulls back to the minor or the middle or the major levels, I feel like the trades just work out a lot better because it's reacting at a level versus kind of just being in la la land, you know, which can happen especially on counter trend divergence trades. So yeah, but like I said, we'll see. Depending on how price reacts here, I might end up getting into a buy to go back towards the new session high. Right now though, I need the point of control to be a little bit higher. I want it to be in the body of this candle and not the wick. And right now it's in the wick. It's like right above the minor level right now. So all right, we stayed in the wick, so I didn't get into it. And you guys see, there would have been the loss. So me starting the back test last night is when I kind of realized that after a new high, if I'm getting into a buy and we pull all the way back to my minor level, I want the point of control to be in the body of the candle. And I figured that out after just 3 days, really 4 days worth of data. Like I know that it's going to be so much easier to just quantify these particular trades, and it's going to be so simple. I still will probably have to have different variations of things, like if we're going towards a new session high or low, if price reacted off of my minor level or not, different things like that. But I know it's not going to have to be as detailed and meticulous as the way that I was trading before. So all that matters to me, as long as I can make this a little bit easier on myself, that's what I care most about. Oh yeah, and I did figure out how to get my freaking toolbar back. I've been telling you guys that my toolbar was gone on my chart that I used to trade, the toolbar up at the top. And basically I realized that the accounts dashboard that I use, this thingy where I show you guys what my account balances and stuff is, I basically realized that that has to be in its own little separate window. So where am I? Data series. There's my hotkeys. I definitely noticed so far though that with me changing the way that I'm taking the trades, going from the way I was analyzing volume before and now just really looking at the point of control in my entry bar, I'm getting a lot more setups, number one, which is what I wanted, because I just felt like in the lower volatility and lower volume days, I just was not getting enough setups, which was very frustrating. But the other thing is, it's not just about the fact that I'm getting more trades, it's also that I'm getting more of the regular pullbacks, which is the way you're supposed to trade with the solar wind anyway, is being able to trade those pullbacks. And just, overall in general, a lot of people, when they are, whether it's intraday swinging or whatever, your points of entries are going to be pullbacks, right? So with me having so many more just regular pullbacks, the alternate pullbacks and the second alternate pullbacks, I'm not going to say that I might get rid of divergence altogether, like even the deeper pullbacks, but I might. If I can't quantify it in the way that I was before, there is a chance that I might just completely get rid of it, honestly. And just pretty much just take pullbacks to my minor, middle, and major levels and call it a day. There's a chance of that for sure. All right, I'm glad I got out of that. I had a thought about this, and I'm glad that I didn't end up executing it, because I already had a feeling that I wanted price to look a certain way. So this is one of the alternate pullbacks or whatever. You can see we didn't pull all the way back, so we're kind of in la la land. So I had a feeling that I wanted the price to look a certain, or the point of control to look a certain way, and I was right. All right, no divergence here, because the middle point here is green. So with us having a lower low, I want the middle point to be a lower high, basically. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? Good morning. I'm actually pretty excited about doing this back test this weekend, which is not usual. As much as I've been complaining to y'all about back testing, not usual at all for me, but I'm excited about it because I feel like even though I'm down $300 for this week, I can already tell that I'm going to like this way of trading significantly more than the other way I was trading. So I'm definitely excited about trying this out for real. All right, let me go open up streams. Did I? Oh, I didn't even do this. Where is the oh, that's all the way down there. Okay. Now, this is one of those trades that's going to test me if the point of control gets where I want it to be, because, you know, and it is. We previously hit the VWAP here. Currently, I don't have anything that tells me I can't trade going back towards a VWAP anymore. I used to have that, but not anymore. So if this pushes up in this candle and the point of control stays where I want it to be, then guess what? We're just going to get into the trade. But it keeps kind of flipping back and forth right now. Thinking no trades for me today. I have my hair appointment in a bit. Yeah, if you're not going to be able to finish out your whole session, you might want to sit out. And it's a Friday too. So who knows what this price action is going to do for the rest of the day. That way, if you don't start out so great, you don't have to worry about not being able to take the trades to possibly get you back where you want to be before you leave. So I would definitely say possibly sit out. All right, so the point of control stayed too low, which is why I didn't get into this trade. Good morning, Trader is Chick. Good morning, Sue Trades. How are you guys this morning? Good morning, good morning. All right, get me off of these bright websites. Wait, why are the people... Oh, are they not live? Wait, I see Nutty and Alpine. Where are my other live friends at? Oh, he's not going live till 11. I'm gonna be off by then. I don't like that. Who told you could take a break? Now, so Monday's a holiday, right? Is it a partial holiday or a full holiday? Pretty sure NinjaTrader sent out emails. Reminder, holiday trading hours. Monday, there's a 12 p.m. halt, so probably not going to trade. Pretty sure. So you guys will see me Tuesday. Oh, and that works perfectly because my best friend is off on Monday. So looks like I'll be gaming all day. Fridays are either big green days or big red days. Big green days are big red days. Open until lunch. Yeah, it looks like it's a halt. So to me, it just makes no sense to even trade. I know the market's going to be super slow. And for the most part, I've always taken off on halt days. Just because of the way that I trade. Like, even though I'm only going for 18 ticks at a time, right? I'm asking the market to push 32 ticks first. So I'm looking for a 50-point swing from the highest point or lowest point of the entry bar to where my take profit is. Not a 50 point, a 50 tick. Y'all knew what I was saying. But to look for a 50 tick swing in a halt day is dumb. Like, it's just not going to happen often enough for me. And even if it does, I just rather take the day off. But most of the time, it just doesn't happen much. Half day on Monday, not a trade. And that's the other thing. Like, if it's not even a trading day, what's the point, you know? To me, it's just no point. So, All right, so this buy right here, deeper pullback divergence to my major level right here, or at my major level right here. However, I'm not going to take the trade because we've pushed too far. So one thing that I am noticing that I'll have to pull over from the previous way that I was trading is that if the major level goes through the body of the reversal candle, so far in the little bit of back testing that I've done, it looks like it's not going to work out, which is how I was trading before. So it's not something that's very hard for me to remember at all, because like even here, the point of control was where I wanted it to be. The only thing was that we just pulled back a little too far. So we'll see if it pushes through, but so far it's looking like I need to carry that rule over. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Or it might be where I only need to carry that forward for if price reacts at my middle level first. So like if I was in the trade right now, I would still be in the trade because we only went up 15 ticks. So if this bar closes down, then it would be a loss. Because I wouldn't even be at break even just yet. There's the break even. Now there's the full take profit. So looking at the data that I have so far though, it looks like it might only cause issues when it hits the middle level on its way down. So my middle level is like right here. So you can see we pushed off the minor level down and then we pushed up. Had a little bit of resistance, actually almost came close to the stop out point in this candle right here. So yeah, that'll be something that I look at, because it might be that as long as it only reacts off of the minor level coming down and it goes through the body, that it's still fine to trade. So we'll see. So it'll just be like little stuff like that. That's super easy to, number one, quantify, and number two, remember. That's super easy to remember for me. So we'll see. It's me on Friday, even though I would trade. I gotta say no and miss my entry earlier. Gotta go salon, just moved up my appointment. All right, see you Tuesday, Amelia. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let me see. Right now, I'm just waiting on the next pullback. So maybe it needs to be. All right, maybe that's it. Maybe as long as we don't get a reaction at the middle level first, then I can take the trade, which would make sense because If it reacted here and I'm trying to enter here, that's like too close of levels for it to like give it space to move. Whereas with the previous bar reacting all the way up here and pushing down to react, I think I like that better. So it might just be that we can still trade with the major level going through the body as long as we don't hit the middle level first. I think that's what I'm going to stick to, because there was a trade yesterday that I took like this where it was the deeper pullback, and I remember that I broke even because I didn't like where the entry was in the bar. So I went ahead and I broke even on it. But it would have been a full loss had I stayed in it. So I think that I'm pretty sure, let me see. Yeah, it hit the middle level first. So that might be my common denominator with those particular trades. See how we react off the session high. Mommy! Is mommy here? Yeah, she's in the shower. Oh, okay. Thank you, Granny. Alright, so let's do this. I'm like writing different notes of how I'm thinking about different things. I am looking at this buy, but I need the point of control to move up a little bit. And actually, it did just move up where I wanted it to be right there. I'm actually only sitting out because with this being this way, with it being an alternate pullback, right? A lot of times what I'm looking for is opposite of if it's the regular pullback. So that's the only reason I just went ahead and sat out of it, because I want to see if the way I'm thinking of where I want the point of control to be is going to end up being opposite because of it being an alternate pullback instead of a regular one. So, but it looks like it still works out. So I think we'll carry that rule forward. All right, so all right, and I definitely would have gotten filled for sure. You can see, so cool. Had a nice push off of the buy rotation level and my minor level. And this is why I wanted to figure out how to change things a little bit, because previously I would never get into this trade because we hit the VWAP in this bar. But like I said, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to change, because I saw this happening so much in the last few months, y'all, where I'm literally only having to sit out of trades because the previous bar hit the VWAP. So, and that also included like divergence trades and stuff. So That's why this weekend I just had a little epiphany. Let's see if we can, number one, simplify this, but in the process of simplifying it, be able to take trades the way I used to, because I used to take trades like this all the time when I was on a different Renko setting. But it wasn't the Renko setting that was the issue. It was just the way I was trading volume. But as someone who never traded volume before I decided to start looking into it right before the new year, so like almost 5 months ago, I've learned a lot with all of the chart time that I've put in. But I also knew over time that I did not want to keep looking at volume the way I was, because it was just too much to remember and it was too much to analyze, and I was over it. So point of control it is. I need to... oh yeah, there's no way of seeing it yet. Cool. All right, so I'll just wait for the next pullback. Definitely, let's see. So I set out of 3 wins so far. Looks like this one, and the other one was this one. And the crazy part about it is, if I would have just gotten into those 3, I would be almost break even for the week. I would be down like maybe $90, but it's cool. Still happy with this week nonetheless. Just trying to go back and draw. Going back and drawing risk to rewards on the setups that I missed / sat out of. All right, so that's done. So I've taken 4 trades. A win, a loss, 2 break evens. Everything were longs. And even those 3 trades that I sat out of since I've been on the stream, those were all longs as well. Let's see, what was the trade at 905 that I lost? Oh, that was the one that I'm kind of questioning how I want to trade it now. All right, we got a pullback here. This is also a one bar pullback. 58.75. Which you guys know, I stopped pretty much taking really. Came 1 tick from canceling the order, and then we had the pullback to put me into the trade. So basically it cancels the pending order. Ooh. It cancels the pending order once it gets to the point where it would change my stop loss to break even. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I want y'all to listen to me clear. The 1 bar pullbacks have not lost at all this week. So why would it lose now? I don't understand. I don't understand at all. I don't. The only thing that sucked, well, I wouldn't even say it sucked, but the only thing about this pullback that I guess kind of sucked a little bit is the point of control was literally right here on the what is that? The prior open line. But come on now. And all the 1 bar pullbacks that happened this week were literally right after a session high. So I know that's not the problem at all. Then I get stopped out just for it to legit just go exactly where I wanted it to go. Like, market, if you just hate me, just say that. That would be nice. Oh yeah, and I also, the whole stopping trading at 10:30 or even 10 o'clock, never gonna happen. It's never going to happen, you guys. As much as I would love to stop my session early, it only sucks in sucky weeks, but even like with me starting the back test with last week was not that great either as far as price action goes. And just, what was it, last Tuesday, just with the regular pullbacks, not the alternate, not anything else, just with the regular pullbacks, excuse me, it set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times between 10 and 11 o'clock, and every single one of them were full wins. Okay, so yeah, that alone is worth me sitting here for an extra hour every day. It's all good. Let's see. All right, let's see how we react at this resistance level. There's really not much above this level. You just got the VWAP, and then the next resistance level is all the way up there at like 822.50. Hello, are you gonna pull back? It would be nice to trade. Fridays are such trending days. The market can literally do nothing all day, and then all of a sudden it's Friday and the market just moves. Like, come on now. Y'all know dang on well this price action did not look nothing like this all week. All week. There was some good movement yesterday, because I did take a lot of trades yesterday. But come on now. That Got some decent movement here. But the rest of the week was absolute nothing. Good morning, Hesh3 channel. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the sub. Welcome, welcome. I guess this thing is working now because for a couple weeks it hasn't even been working. All right, pullback. Let's make it happen. I'm really excited to see how my trading is going to be next week. Because I know for sure I am going to do this back test. Oh yeah, I meant to tell you guys the comment that I got in the Apex Discord yesterday. So oh, that's a quotes issue. Okay, so we were having this conversation in the Discord, right? And I think someone had an issue with, was it the consistency? Oh, that's what it was. So I was explaining to someone like the consistency rule, and you know how, because they basically were asking like, can I reach the profit target in a certain period of time and then reduce my contract sizes? So of course, with the new consistency rule FAQ, there's very specific verbiage that tells you cannot do that. It also tells you that your contract sizes should not be decreasing as your account increases. Now, you don't have to increase your contract size, but you can't decrease it. And we talk about this all the time. So there was this guy who was basically saying it's bullshit that they, require that and all these other things. And, if you guys see me in the Discord, y'all know I'm not one of those God mods, right? So even when people are being like that, I still try to objectively speak facts when it comes to certain things, right? And so there was a guy in there who has traded for like 16 years. And even he was like, you guys, that is not the normal behavior of a regular trader. Like, that is the behavior of a gambler to decrease your contract size like over time. Because most people, not all, but most people, if you are risking based off of your available drawdown, or if you're in a live account, if you have a set, let's say 1% risk per trade, and you've made $10,000 in the last 2 months, over time of your account continuing to grow, naturally your contract size is going to grow with it because you are risking a 1% every single trade no matter what. I was also explaining to them that if you change your contract size based off of a A+ setup versus a C+ setup, things like that. Again, it's very easy for you to explain that to support if they ask you about it. What you cannot explain is you hit the profit target in day 4 with 5 contracts, and every single day for the next 6 trading days, you do 1 contract. There's no way that you can explain to them that for the next 6 days you had C+ setups and that's why you chose 1 contract. So we were just talking about that, right? This guy comes in unprovoked replies to one of the comments that I made and was like, he said, "You don't know how to trade, so your writing is invalid." Whatever he said. And I'm like, what? So I automatically timed him out because for me, I don't come at people like that, right? And I even the comments that I was making, I was being very unbiased and just stating facts. Like, because you have some people, like there was one guy who was saying, you know, if somebody's reducing contract size after they reach the payout threshold, it's to prevent them from going on tilt or something like that. And I said, well, most people who go on tilt after they reach the payout threshold quickly, it's because of how they reach the payout threshold quickly to begin with, right? It's almost like when you are, how some people will full port evals, and because you see those huge numbers all the time, now when you get in your PA, it's very easy for you to go on tilt when you do start to have the smaller losing days because you're used to seeing the big green days and you don't know how to flip the switch in your mind that you have to trade differently, right? So I timed him out, but before I timed him out, I made sure that I replied to the comment with a screenshot from years ago from my profits in my live account. Like, and so when I replied, I said, I think I said something like, where did you get that from? Like, because I'm publicly documenting my journey of creating a strategy from scratch. Like, and I told him, I said, not everybody just started trading when props became a thing, you know? And it just was funny to me because I never had to publicly document any of this, right? But I'm doing it for a specific reason, which I talked about in the Discord as well. Like, it bothers me that trading influencers make trading look so easy. It bothers the hell out of me. So I wanted to show that it's not easy. I wanted to show that, hey, legit, I've been putting this strategy together for now 4 months. Well, 2 months if you count when I started with this Ringo setting. And even after all of this chart time, I decided this weekend, I don't even want to trade that way no more. Still trading the same way, but you know, the way that I've created the rules is a lot different now. This is insane, y'all. From the time I was stopped out here, we have moved up 40 points. But yeah, I definitely timed that person out because what you're not finna do is that. I'm pretty sure you guys that tune in every day, y'all can see, I know what the hell, like I know a lot about trading, but trying to quantify it in a way where I want to be able to trade, trying to analyze the markets the way I want to see the markets, that's what takes time. But all the chart time is not in vain, that's for sure. That's for sure. Hello, motivational. Good morning from Brazil. Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? But yeah, those people in the Discord yesterday pissed me off. So I was ready to get up out of there. I'm like, you know what? I gotta go. Because y'all are cuckoo birds in here. All right, we might be getting the pullback finally. And I gotta go through all these messages. I got 2 more message requests. Now see, I helped one person with something and now they sending people to me. All right, let me screenshot this for him. Oh wait, I gotta turn. When did he send this? Oh shoot, that was 2 days ago. Let me respond. Oh, we gotta pull back. Finally. I forgot what the heck the market is. What is that down there? All right. $13.25. If we reverse in this candle, I am going to get into the trade as long as the point of control stays pretty low in the bar. Well, in the candle, because I really wanted to stay in the wick. Man, that was a huge push up. $13.25. All right. So things changed a little bit since we did pull all the way back to the level now. Number of people watching should match the... Oh, thank you, Truth Seeker. Thank you. Yes, please like the video while you're here. Please and thank you. All right. So I am still looking to get into the buy, but what I'm looking for is just a tad bit different since we did pull back to the level now. So, and that's if we don't just have a complete rejection here, which is possible as well. Let's see, 1175. It's on a little struggle bus, but that was a pretty decent sized push up, so. But we might be good. We do have a zigzag change. Oh, I'm not trying to touch that. But again, nothing yet to tell me to get out with zigzag changes. Although yesterday I was thinking about possibly making it where, because I am going back towards the session high, if there's a zigzag change to get out, but right now I don't think I want to keep that. That was just a thought. It wasn't really anything solidified, so we'll see. If it loses, it loses. That's what this week is for. It's definitely on a struggle bus. All right. So we might keep that as a thing. We'll see. I don't know. Well, not keep it, but make that a thing. I'm just going to write a note. So trades that happen after new high or low. If zigzag changes, break even, question mark. So we'll see about that because I'm not sure. Yeah, it's kind of hard to know. Now, if it stops me out just to go exactly where I wanted it to be now, market, we might have a problem. We just might. We just might. $24. I told you guys my thought process with the like breaking even with the zigzag changes only for this when it comes to regular pullbacks. Only because, I mean, let's think about it, right? And everything has to just make sense in my brain. So let's see, from my initial entry, and this is just with this particular swing, right? My initial entry was at like 860, let's just say 863. We pushed all the way up to 919. So that's what, about 50 points? Little, like 55 points or so. So we pushed up 55 points, created a new session high. New session high or low is always going to give you some type of support or resistance. We pull back, and immediately after getting into the trade, there's a zigzag change to let me know that there's seller pressure. Now, if we didn't push towards a session high, I wouldn't really care. But there's already so much resistance with this new level that it makes sense to just break even when this happens. But again, I made a note of it, so we'll see long term. But my thought process is that's how it's going to end up being long term. That's how I'll end up trading it. Now, where's the one? There was no zigzag change there because I would have, pretty sure I would have made note of it. Let's see, 952. Let me go look at something real quick. Oh, I'm slow. Yeah, and see, look how much we've just been kind of sitting there. So yeah, that makes sense. I think I am going to keep that way. Is my computer frozen? Oh, no, it was just doing that. Alright, so 52. Go back and look at something real quick. Okay, no, that one did it too. I just went and I rewinded the stream because I wanted to see if this trade that I sat out of, if the zigzag changed here, and it did. However, this is a different type of pullback, right? So anytime there's a change of trend, this is a pretty strong move for the minor trend basically to change. So I might be okay with zigzag changes here with this type of pullback going back towards an the session high, but not with this particular pullback where it's just a normal higher low to higher high to higher low. So we'll see. I need to make note of that. This is also why I reiterate to myself to just take the trades, because the 3 wins that I sat out of today, I would still be up like 50 bucks on each or on the account if I just took those 3 that I sat out of. I'm telling y'all, I always sit out of wins. Always. Always, always. Alright, pull back a little too far, at least for this particular trade. So if price reverses, I would actually rather see it reverse around like the 896 level, somewhere around there. Or it could just be that. Actually, we'll just take it. Why not? How much do I have left in this account? 269. All right. My middle level is going through the body of the entry candle, but because I haven't really finished the back test, I really don't know how I want to trade that yet. So that's why I'm willing to just risk it. It's cool. it loses, but I think it's fine. I prefer to see it wick off of the level, but I don't really have anything so far that's telling me that it has to wick off of the level. So we'll just chance it and see what happens. Why not? That one was a little bit different. So yeah, we'll see. Is this gonna be the one time that it loses? Because it set up a couple of times yesterday and I won. So what are we doing here? Okay. Nice push. I would have been mad if that was my fourth win that I sat out of today. That's why I just said no, let's just take it before you piss yourself off. Alright. So down 107. See if we get another setup in the next 25 minutes. It's looking like these pullbacks, the reactions at the minor, middle, and major levels are what I might just completely stick to. I mean, I do still like the divergence trades, don't get me wrong. Even the ones that are deeper pullbacks, but I like the reactions that I've been getting off of the levels. Even stuff like this doesn't really bother me much. Let's see, I want to put regular only. I forgot that fast. Oh, I wouldn't have gotten filled there. So, this right here was a divergence pullback to my major level, which is right here. The point of control actually was on the level, which is fine. So far, I don't really see a problem with that. Now, initially, just like the trade that I set out of earlier, I was thinking that I needed to pull over my whole, you know, can't go through the body of the entry candle, but as you can see, this one worked out. The previous bar reacted off of the minor level and not the middle one. That's basically halfway in between. So it works out. Now, this particular one, you could see I wasn't going to get filled on there. It just skipped straight through. But yeah, I think we'll be good there. No. Just no. I just sat out of a natural gas short. I didn't have the nerve because natural gas got my account this morning. Draw down 1,500, but I've recovered, so I'll be sitting on a nice profit if I had taken it. Ouchie. But you know what? For you to go from... Where you going? How you know I don't need to go to Walmart? Did you ask me? I do. Oh. No, you've done too much. No, I'm just playing. I really only need saline solution. Can you get some saline solution? Yeah, the Equate version. Yes, you will. Girl, are you gonna hit me on the stream? They can see you. Y'all, my mama is abusive. Call 911. No, just kidding. You didn't tell me. Wait, when did you go to the doctor? Yeah, but I don't know when it was. I'm not gonna take this divergence trade here if it sets up, because it did react off of my middle level up here, and if it reverses here, it will be reacting off of the major level. All right, push down. Dang, in 10 days? No, my scale is accurate. You see what a little change will do to you? See, now you're doing too much. Go on, sister. Now you're doing too much, Miss Mamas. All right, so right now we are kind of in La La Land. And because of price reacting up here, I don't really feel comfortable getting into any divergence trades just yet. Even though the trend bias right now is an uptrend, I just don't feel comfortable just yet because I didn't have enough data in those 3 days that I've finished so far. I don't have enough data to really quantify how I want to trade it yet, excuse me. So we'll just kind of leave it there for now. We'll just leave it there for now. But what I'm hoping is I can finish the back test, this weekend so that going into next week, I don't really have very many questions as to how I want to trade. But these are some of my favorite divergences, the ones that's still going in the overall trend direction. It's just I have to figure out how to do it. Now that one won, but let me see. Did I take any yesterday? I didn't take any yesterday. In my back test so far, I just didn't have enough data for me to feel comfortable just yet. Let's see. There was one on Monday that lost. I feel like I didn't have my middle level on at the time though yet. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. You know what? Maybe that's the thing that changed there. So it would basically be reacting there, which would make sense. Yeah, once I quantify that, I'm gonna be good. But I definitely like the direction this is going. That is for sure. You're back, girl. Go somewhere else. You must not be at work. Hi, my sister. When are you gonna start playing 2K? We had one of the worst 2K sessions yesterday and the day before. We were over it. Over it. I don't even send you invites because you're always on something else. I don't want to take you from your friends. That's what we've been on though. We haven't been on Apex at all. Like, I don't think we've been on Apex in probably a week. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Well, that's different. Finding a party. I'll join. Okay. Well, that's the problem. You're always in a party. Whoever thought about that? All right. I highly doubt this next pullback I'll get into. Yeah, I highly doubt it. Right now, my minor and major levels are both uptrends, but the middle level is a downtrend currently because of how far down we pushed here. So, oh, wait. All right, well, we didn't touch it, so the middle level is at 125. Okay, now we just touched it. So because we pulled back and it's touching the middle level, but the middle level is a downtrend, Don't really know if price actually rejects and pushes up. I don't really know how I feel about that trade, but it looks like I might not have to worry about it. Oh, you know what? And they're actually out of order, so I wouldn't take the trade anyway. So that works out. Might need a new notebook. I'll still be fine. Cool. Damn. I just realized the zigzag is gone. I don't know why it does that on my charts sometimes. That's so annoying. Okay. All right, so still an uptrend bias. Still don't really know how I want to trade this, so I just won't. Just like I sat out of this particular divergence, I'm gonna sit out of this one if this one does set up, just because I haven't figured that out yet. And there's the full win. Now it's in the body of that one. Yeah, once I finish this back test, y'all, I am going to be so happy going into next week. I'm already happy going into next week anyway, since I'm only down like $400 for this week. Starting something brand new and not really having a whole lot of data to do it, I'm actually happy. But see, that same thing, you see something? Oh, that one's a little different though. That was the alternate. Now that one I probably could have taken. I told y'all the zigzag is gone on my side, so I couldn't even see exactly which divergence this was. So this one I would have been actually a little bit more comfortable taking. Yeah, I should have actually taken that one, but that previous one, I just don't have enough data for that one yet. But yeah, that's my fault. I thought this was a typical lower low to lower low, but it wasn't. So with it being that type, I should have definitely just taken that one. Yeah. Good morning, Methodical. How are you? Yeah, everything is going great. Just still experimenting. Got a little bit of data from a little bit of a back test that I did yesterday, but I'm gonna do a full-blown back test this weekend so that next week I can just know exactly how I want to trade each setup. But I'm definitely liking this way of trading way better. Number one, my charts aren't freezing as much, and just not even from a complete freezing aspect, but I don't get as many of the orange ghost orders, the late data submissions and stuff like that, since I don't have that volume up down indicator on anymore. trading the point of control might end up being the way for good. I'm hoping so. I get so many more setups this way. So we'll see. We'll see. Excluding commissions, you're above break even. Hey, we'll take it. In a market like today, we will take it. We'll take it any day, for real, for real. Whether the market is good or bad. Break even minus those little small commissions is so much better than a big red day. Like Amelia said, Fridays are either big green or big red. Good morning, St. Patrick's Trades. How are you? Methodical, how come you're starting your stream so late today? What you got going on? I definitely was looking for your stream earlier. You and Husk aren't on. Or are you on now? I think I saw that you were starting at 11 today. Yeah, you are. So I'll be tuning to you while I'm journaling. It all works out. All right, so we got 2 minutes left. Let's go through the trade performance for today. So I took 7 trades. 1, 2, lost 3, broke even on 2. And you guys saw me sit out of 3 wins. It's always the wins that you sit out of. Really actually 4 wins because I didn't read this particular divergence pattern correctly, which this I definitely would have taken, but it's all good. So today actually would have been a pretty good day. I mean, it's still a pretty good day to me, only being down $100. So let me show you guys what the account looks like. So because of how this week went, I am still going to trade 2 accounts next week, only because this account needs to fail by the end of Friday's session anyway. And then the other account needs to fail by the end of Tuesday's session. So I am going to copy trade next week, but only on those accounts. I'm depending on how I feel with the back test this weekend. Like if I complete the back test and I feel pretty good going into next week, I might also include the 50K account that I purchased last Friday. And since they did extend a 90% off sale, I don't know yet, but I might end up going ahead and purchasing another 50K account tomorrow. And I'm only saying tomorrow because I'm trying to keep my original renewal dates. The only reason why I'm possibly thinking about not doing it is because I kind of just like the idea of having just the 3 evals that I'm working on, and the 1 PA is already there. But then I also kind of like the idea of just having 5 accounts. So we'll see. I don't know. Depends on how this weekend's back testing goes. But yeah, overall, not a bad day, not a bad week either. Basically ended up, let me see, down like $400 for the week. Not bad for a strategy that I'm just kind of putting together as far as the point of control goes, right? I've never traded with point of control before. I've never traded with volume before I started doing this a couple of months ago. So for me to do kind of like a complete change, I'm cool with just losing $400 for the week. So we'll see. We'll see. Past the trade day from hell finally. Trade day accounts are hell. Every day I send a deep red and finish like $200 green. Oh, that's insane. That is insane, but that's a pretty nice swing though. But yeah, so overall great week. I am happy. I'm going to do the back test. I told y'all I'm actually looking forward to it, which is very unusual for me because y'all know I'm over back testing, and that's why it took me so long to put the other way I was trading together, because I refused to back test. I just wanted to use the data that I was getting every day from the wins and losses. But this way, of the way that I'm going to be able to back test this strategy, is going to be a whole lot easier and not as meticulous and time consuming. So I am going to do that, and that's going to be that. So I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys bright and early Tuesday. morning because I will be taking Monday off. But I'll see you guys Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.